Okay, today we're going to talk about CC2's 1.2.7 review and preview. Again, my camera might be a little bit behind, but we'll try to make do with what we have. Okay, we're going to start with problem 124. What is the probability of getting either blue or green on a spinner that is 3/10 green and 1/5 blue? Show your work. Okay, so the probability of green or blue. So I guess blue came first in the question. So blue or green is 3/10 plus 1/5. But before I can start, before I can add them together, I need to find a common denominator. In this case, it's going to be 10. So I have 3/10 plus 5 times 2 is 10. 1 times 2 is 2. 3/10 plus 2/10 is 5/10. Simplified is 1/2 or 50%. Okay. And I did show my work. Okay, problem 125. If I were to spin the spinner at the right, what is the probability of landing on green or purple? Explain how you know. Okay, so I'm going to write down the probability of green is 1/2. We can see this. And the probability of purple is 1/4. So then the probability of green or purple has to be 1/2 plus 1/4. Again, I have to have a common denominator. 1/2 is the same as 2/4 plus 1/4. It's 3/4 or 75%. Okay, my explanation for how I know is my work. Okay, I don't have to write complete sentences at this point, but when I explain how I know, I have to show what am I doing to get this answer. Problem 126, find the value for x that will make each of the following equations true. I have x plus 8 equals 21. So to solve that, I could do 21 minus 8 equals a number. So x has to equal, 13. Okay. For part B, x minus 32 is 55. To figure out x, it is 55 plus 32, because I have to undo my subtraction by using the opposite or inverse operation. 55 plus 32, x equals 87. Okay, part C, 3x equals 54. So 3 times a number equals 54. So if I do 54 divided by 3, I should get my answer. 54 divided by 3 is 18. So x has to equal 18. This one I can rewrite as x divided by 5 equals 10. So a number divided by 5 equals 10. So if I take 10 times 5, do inverse operations, that's going to give me what x is. X has to be equal to 50. I'm going to box my answers really quick. Okay. Problem 127. Locate the coordinates of the 3 highlighted points on the graph of the triangle at right and write them as ordered pairs. There are 3 points, so I'm going to write 3 different coordinates. I'm going to start in this corner here. I'm at 2, so that's my first x value. And I go up 1. Okay. Then I'm going to go over along the base and go to this one because it's in the same line. So I know that my y value is still 1. Except for in this case, I went 6 to the right. And lastly, I'm going to draw a dotted line just to kind of help because I don't have a grid. For that center point at the top for my height, right? We went over 4 to the right, and we went up. I want to say it looks right at the 7. So 4, 7. On the back, I've already drawn the shapes in. So it says to draw an example of each of the following shapes. Okay, and if you need help, you can look in a glossary in class or look it up online. I'm going to go over what these lines are for. So rectangles have 2 pairs of lines that are the same length. So these lines here, this line indicates that these 2 are the same length. And the reason that I have 2 on these, on the base and the top line, are because these 2 lines are equal to each other. Same thing with the parallelogram. The 2 sides are equal to each other. The 2 perpendicular sides to the base, right? And then these 2 lines are also equal to each other. You'll notice with the scalene triangles do not have the same side lengths. Any of the lines, they do not have it. So you notice that I have 1 dash on this line, 2 dashes on this line, and 3 on this top line. That means that this length is different than this length, which is different than this length. That's how I can indicate that. A square has 4 sides that are equal, so each side has just that 1 dash through it. Trapezoid has 1 pair of parallel lines. And a right triangle forms a right angle. If you have any questions on those, please come and ask me. Problem 129, find the area and perimeter of each figure below. ABCD is a parallelogram. This ABCD is referring to the vertices of the parallelogram. Okay, that's how we name some shapes in math. Okay, so we need the area and perimeter. I'm going to start with the perimeter this time. So I have 41 plus 57 plus 41 plus 57. 1 plus 7 is 8, plus 8 is 16. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 5 is 10, plus 4 is 14, plus 5 is 19. So the perimeter is 196 inches. Area for a parallelogram is base times height. My base is 57. My height is 36. 57 times 36. 7 times 6 is 42. 6 times 5 is 30 plus 4 is 34. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 5 is 15 plus 2 is 17. 2 plus 0 is 2. 4 plus 1 is 5. 3 plus 7 is 10. And 1 plus 1 is 2. So the area equals 2,052 inches squared. Okay. Part B. I have another triangle. It is a right triangle. So remember that area is 1/2 times the base and height. It could also be written as base times height divided by 2. I tend to use the second one a little bit more. So I have 56 times 73 divided by 2. So 56 and 73. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16. Place value holder. 7 times 6 is 42. 7 times 5 is 35. Plus 4 is 39. 8 plus 0 is 8. 6 plus 2 is 8. 9 plus nothing is 9. 3 plus nothing is 9. So I have 3,988 divided by 2. I'm going to show my work over here. So I have 3,988 divided by 2. This is a good time to practice long division. 2 goes into 3 one time. There's 1 left over. 2 goes into 19 9 times. Which leaves 1 left over. Pull down my 8. 2 goes into 18 9 times. Drop down my next 8. 2 goes into 8 4 times. And then I'm done. So my area is 1,994 centimeters squared. Perimeter, I'm going to add all the sides together. So I have 73 plus 92 plus 56. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 6 is 11. 7 plus 1 is 8, plus 9 is 17. Plus 5 is 22. So the perimeter is 221 centimeters. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to come and ask.